Welcome, authors, book lovers, and storytellers, and welcome to RM Hype. And this is another session of Readers Magnet's author interview. And today we have a very special guest, the author of a book called The Sanctuary. Let's all welcome Joanne Radke. Hi, Joanne. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, Raven. How are you?
I'm
Glad to be
good.
on.
Yes. So, Joanne, the book called The Sanctuary, it's actually very interesting to me. It kind of gives a vibe of like a haven or a place where it's very comfortable to me and very comforting. So, what is this book about?
Well, it's about two ladies when they were little girls. They saw this property and thought when they grew up they'd want to buy it and make a bed and breakfast out of it. And so circumstances changed. They got older and grew up and found themselves back in the same hometown and bought the property. It's actually about a murder. It's a murder mystery romance. So they need help in the sanctuary. So they hire this undercover CIA agent to do the work in the sanctuary. And then they hire his brother to be the cook because he's a chef in a hotel in a big city. So they're settling in there to be able to run the sanctuary for like a hotel, but like a bed and breakfast. But what's happened is July the 1st, for the last 3 years, somebody has been murdered and hung up on like a scarecrow, a live scarecrow. Well, a dead scarecrow, but a person as a scarecrow in somebody's yard. And it's intrigued the police. They can't seem to find it. And that's why the CIA agent is there to help the police solve the murder. Because, you know, July the 1st is coming up and there could be another murder. So that's what they're trying to do to catch the murderer before July the 1st. Well, and then the two ladies fall in love with the two men at the sanctuary, and you know, nature takes its course, kind of thing. And
To me, it's actually very interesting. It's kind of like a movie. I'm like watching it right now while we're talking about it. So it's kind of dark, mysterious, and I'm in. I really want to have this book right now. So, what inspired you to write this book?
Well, my friend and I together wrote it, and she was the one who really had the idea of the murder and the scarecrow. And we were great friends and have always thought, you know, of opening a bed and breakfast. And I have bed and breakfast in my own home, so we understand how to do that. Well, Shirley has passed on, and so I'm having this published. We both wrote it, so just in her memory, in a sense, to just say, okay, Shirley, I've done it. It's out there, and people can enjoy our labor of love.
Yes. So it's kind of like both of you are in the story and are actually continuing your journeys together.
Yes.
So it's actually kind of sweet.
Like the decorating of the rooms is very elaborate, and that's Shirley. She just loved to decorate. So she did that part of the descriptions of, plus the romance part as well. So, and I was more into the, some of the detail and the editing and stuff like that. So yeah, it was fun to do together. And I'm looking forward to the finished copy within the next couple of months and having it in bookstores, and you can get it on Barnes and Nobles and Amazon and ReadersMagnet at the moment. So like in a month or so.
Yeah. So I'm actually excited for it to come out already. So I guess all of our listeners and viewers right now are also very excited to have The Sanctuary soon on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and on the Readers Magnet website. So Shirley, I'm sorry. So Joanne, so what do you think your readers will take away after reading your book?
Well, hopefully an enjoyable read. There's a few little twists and turns in there to that they would enjoy it and be intrigued by it and follow along with it, and
Mm-hmm.
to the end where they find out what happens. So I'm hoping to get this to be a kind of a series. I'm
Mm-hmm.
already working on my second sanctuary. Um, yeah, so hopefully they'll want to go and buy the second book when it comes out, the Sanctuary sequel.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
actually really
haven't named it
exciting.
yet, but
But you already have started it.
yes, I have. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this is a mystery book, which I believe all of the readers, including me, I'm already hooked in it. So I believe they will follow through the mysteries and how they solve the crimes and the June 1, was it the June 1 murder case or murder or July 1?
July 1, July the 1st.
July the 1st. The
Yeah.
mystery of July the 1st.
And
So,
there's a significance of that day when you find out the murder, who murdered. Like when you find out the murderer and the story behind why the murderer was doing the murders, July the 1st is a significant date in that person's life. So
yes, very interesting. So, what do you find to be the most challenging aspect of your writing process? What is the most challenging part of writing the mystery in the book?
I think it's for me, it's filling in to make it thicker, to make it more not just like cookie cutter, but you got substance to the chapters, substance to the characters, building the characters to be like real people, not just a cookie cutter type of character. That's a challenge. But as in life, we get to meet people and get to know them better, and our relationships become more complex and more building the character of the person as we get to know them. And it's similar in writing. I find that okay, this person does it this way, so my character will do it this way because I know somebody who would do it that way. And so building the characters and that, and keep the plot going with the twists and turns and red herrings that you need in a mystery.
I can actually relate to that. I'm actually a writer myself, but I don't write books.
Yes.
Yeah, I also write about the characters and how their character arc should go. So there's like how am I going to make my character believable? Like how does my character reflect to the real life? So I can actually see your challenge, and I believe you've already overcome the challenge because you already have the book itself. So
Yeah.
we're so excited for that to be on Amazon or Barnes and Nobles. So this is for the aspiring writers out there. What advice would you give them as they embark on their writing journey?
Well, I would suggest that they take time every day to write, even if it's only 10 or 15 minutes. And to always keep your phone handy or a notebook handy, because life happens, and everywhere you are, you can pick up little tidbits of conversations or descriptions of areas, scenery, or just about anything in life you can write about. So if you want to write a novel, you write all these things that you've experienced. So because one day you might use that little tidbit, that little experience in one of your books. And that's what I've learned how to do, to try to write every day, at least 15 minutes or so. And not to be afraid to just even start with a word. Ocean. If you gave a classroom of kids or adults one word and have them write about it, every one of them will be different. Their stories. So that's how you can continue to keep your writing going too. You're sitting at the table and coffee or cereal or my wife or my husband, whatever word comes to mind, you write about it. And it's fun to do because you never know what's going to come out of that little tidbit. And then the next day or the next week, use the same word and see what comes the second time. It'll be different than the first time.
let me take note of that. So that's actually a really great advice. I'm actually taking note of that. So for the aspiring writers out there, just 15 minutes. If you have this word that triggers you to write them down, and it will actually guide you through.
Mhm.
So and create your own world in your story. So in this mystery book, what part of the book did you have the most challenging time to write? Or what scene or what chapter was the most difficult to
I
write for
think
you?
for me, it was basically putting down the the plot regarding the murders and the police
Mhm,
catching the killers. Um, because it's just like a little bit here and a little bit there, because
mhm,
it's woven in with the life at the sanctuary, it's woven in with conversations with the sheriff and stuff like that. So it's just to be able to put everything down so that the reader is getting a glimpse of, oh, this is a key and this is a clue and this is a clue. Who did it?
mhm.
That kind of thing. So, so that was challenging for me. And and the editing, I love editing, but it's a challenge to edit because if you could read your book and edit your book until you're 92 and it still won't be
Mhm.
100% to your liking because, we change and stuff and we always want, every word to be perfect. But it's not that way because we're not perfect. But, so
Yeah.
that's a challenge, but I still love doing it.
Yes, I actually agree with you. So, writing the mystery book, and there are a lot of clues. And then for me, because I'm not a mystery writer, so I might have a very big problem with connecting one clue to another, and then the subtle clues that I put in the background of the characters, and
Right.
then doing the research as well. So
Yeah.
I do not have a lot of experiences in life, so I guess I have to ask a lot of questions to people
Yeah.
if I write a mystery book. So
Well,
I've,
I've always been an observer of people since I was a little
mhm,
girl. And, I could be sitting in the mall just waiting for a ride or something. And all of a
mhm,
sudden, I just pick on noses and I'm looking at everybody's nose, or I'm looking at how they walk, or I'm looking at
mhm,
their behavior, with their children or the adult kids with their parents. So I'm learning all the time.
mhm,
Wherever I am, I'm picking up clues. I'm picking up characteristics of different people and how people do things, and
mhm.
which are all valuable when you're a writer and wanting to write novels, especially. But also,
Okay.
you're learning um, just the character of people and how people live and walk and talk and all of that.
Yeah. It can actually help you in the writing process as well.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
creating the real world and putting them in the pages.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so do you have other projects that we need to look forward to?
Yes. My first book I wrote was Why Is My House Always a Mess? And I have a second
Mhm,
one I'm working on, Why Are My Finances Always a Mess? And it'll go into a third, Why Are
mhm,
My Relationships Always a Mess? So I'm working on those three, the
mhm,
financial one first and then the other one. And I'm also working on a third kids book, Jessica
mhm,
the Dreamer. You can be anything you want to be with God's help. Jessica's Dilemma is about judging. You shouldn't judge your neighbor, or it you it comes back on you. And then the third one, what I'm writing now, is Jessica and the Giant Marshmallow, and that's about sharing.
mhm.
And then the second sequel to The Sanctuary.
That's a lot of work actually, because you have a
Yeah.
lot of books to follow through. So I believe you're right all the time. So I believe you in that. So you're saying you're right all the time. You observe people all the time and have these little notes for your books.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so do you have any social media where your readers can follow you?
I'm Joanne Radke on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of Joanne Radkes on Facebook. But mine is I've got a red top on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn, all of them. And then my website is joanneradkebooks.com. So all of them.
Okay, so for our viewers out there, so if you want to follow Joanne Radke, she's on Facebook. It's Joanne Radke with the red top, right?
Yeah.
She's also on Twitter, which is now X, and other
Twitter,
platforms such as
Instagram.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yes, and Instagram as well. So if you want to follow Joanne Radke for her books as well, follow through her social media. And I believe you have a website.
Yeah, joanneradkebooks.com. And if you put Joanne Radke in Amazon, all my books come up. So you can purchase them at Amazon. Yeah.
Yes, you might also want to check out Joanne Radke on Amazon. Just type in Joanne Radke. That's JONNE JOANNE Joanne Radke, and then you will find all of her books on the Amazon page. All right, so
and if you put Joanne Radke in Google, it'll bring several videos up that I've done on the books as well.
Okay, thank you so much. So, all right, Joanne Radke, everybody get your copy of The Sanctuary, soon to be available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, in the Reader's Magnet bookstore, and also on www.joanneradkebooks.com. That's www.joanneradkebooks.com. JoanneRadkeBooks.com. So it has been an awesome time with you, Joanne. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Reader's Magnet.
Well, thank you for having me, and happy reading, everybody. God bless.
Happy reading. God bless. And once again, thank you for spending time with us here on Reader's Magnet. Let us open the page and unravel the secrets of your personal odyssey. This is your host, Revan, and as we say here in Reader's Magnet, we share your stories with the world. Bye. Stay awesome.
Thank you. Bye.
Some guys, like Jeff Foxlove, have all the luck. You name it, he has it. He's living his best life. He's an alpha male in the making, in the world of advertising. Let's just say he's destined to lead the pack with terror. It took one bite from a feral creature to turn his world upside down. He's a flesh-driven beast at night with the full moon's light. Now, Jeff has to make a move to end the curse he didn't sign up for, or spend the rest of his life as the
that monumental giant leap to conquer the moon. 70 years later, mankind takes on another leap in making the impossible possible. Welcome to 2039. Welcome to the moon, man's new home. The world's biggest international joint venture is set to map out one dream for mankind: to advance life here on Earth and to make its way to living on the moon. And so, 30 astronauts of different nationalities paved the way for human life to thrive on lunar soil. Soon, what people on Earth would see as science fiction in movies would become a life they want to experience. But that dream of living on the moon might become a nightmare in the blink of an eye. Just as life on the moon becomes the new normal, to the shock of everyone, Bruce Hallman becomes the first casualty on lunar terrain. Soon, the question of how safe everyone is on board the Venturius becomes the fear of all. Now everyone seeks an answer to Bruce's death, Was his death the result of an accident? Or did something more sinister living among them make it look like one?
Hello, authors, book lovers, and storytellers. It's me again, Revan. I know why you're all here. You're all excited for the winners of our photo caption contest. 3 winners will be announced. The prizes include book shoutout on the Festival of Storytellers, and these authors will also be featured on the Festival of Storytellers website as part of our top picks. And for the grand winner, we will use your caption with a photo to be featured on the Festival of Storytellers. But first, let us have a book shout out. We are about to embark on a journey through the chapters of mysteries, secrets, and wonders. So this is a session where we get to give you the book shout out. So do you have books? Let me give them a shout out. Okay, so we have quite a list of books here to shout out. Authors, if you have your books in our list, give us a holler in the comments section. And for the bookworms, my beautiful book creatures out there, this could be the time to meet your new favorite books, starting with Vivian McIntosh and her book called Renaissance of Humanity, a celebration of humanity through the power of poetry. This is a collection of poetry and it's available on Amazon. So for those people who love poems, you can go to Amazon and search for Vivian McIntosh's book, Renaissance of Humanity, a celebration of humanity through the power of poetry. We have another book here from Marie J. S. Phillips. The book is called On Matisia Wings, The Furlights of Aurorial, Book 1. And another book from Marie, we have The Furlights of Aurorial, Curse of Chorus. So I believe both of these books actually belong in one series or one franchise called The Furlights of Aurorial. So for those people who love sci-fi or the creature books, just buy Marie J. S. Phillips' books on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Check them out. And we have another book from Ron Backlars. The book is called Better Be Home When the Street Lights Come On. The book is available on Amazon. So this is Remembering the Summer of 1963. So if you want to know more about things that happened in 1963, go check out Ron Backlars' book. We also have Kay Marie. Her book is called City of the Damned. It's available on Amazon, so I believe this is a romance story based on its cover. But people say don't judge the book by its cover. So we actually have to read the book as well. So you might want to go to Amazon and check out what it is about. So City of the Damned by Kay Marie. Book number 5, we have Queen of the Sea, The Untold Story of Lady Pirate Xingxi by Sonia Jones, which is also available on Amazon. So that's Sonia Jones, Queen of the Sea, The Untold Story of Lady Pirate Xingxi. For those people who really love pirate stories, this is a perfect book for you. Travel, Odyssey, and Adventure. Go ahead to Amazon and buy this book. We have Jessica Manges, or Max. Jessica, if you are in the comment section, please tell me how to pronounce your name. Please correct me if I'm wrong. We have Jessica Manges, or Jessica Mangs. Her book is called Scott Killian and the Letter, available on Amazon. So if you want to read that book, just go to Amazon and buy the book. It's available on Kindle and on paperback. We also have S.E. Cyborski's A Mirrored Darkness. So as you can see, A Mirrored Darkness. So it's kind of like a mystery book, but I cannot actually tell it, but I have to open the book first. However, it's available on Amazon. For our book lovers out there, go ahead and check out the book on Amazon. And we have Denise Mills, The Adventures of Shay Cat and Geordie Rabbit, Fire Cats. The book is available on Amazon for those people who love reading adventures or with animals or with animals in it. Go ahead and check out Denise Mills. So Denise, if you are in comment section, you might also want to talk about the book as well. Okay. And then we have Jeff Zimmerman and his book America: A Tale of Crime and Corruption. So this is more like about America and what's happening in America. It includes history and all of the current events. So Jeff Zimmerman, America: A Tale of Crime and Corruption, available on Amazon. You can buy it now. We have book number 10. We have John D. Keller and Jesus' Doctrine of Marriage. So this book is available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. We also have Jennifer Hereth with An Artist Responds to Political Injustice, also available on Amazon. So for people out there who really love books, you can always go to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or you can also choose a Reader's Magnet bookstore and find your selection of books out there. These people in the book shoutouts are actually shared a post and commented tagging names of their friends and liked the Reader's Magnet page. So if you want to have a shout out for your book, you can like and follow the Reader's Magnet's Facebook page, tag three book loving friends on this post, and share this post as well. So right now, that was a book shout out, which means it's the time for us to know the winner of our photo caption contest. Again, the winners will automatically be included in our book shout out on the Festival of Storytellers. The winners will also be included in our top picks featured authors on the Festival of Storytellers website. And for the grand winner, we will also use your caption with a photo. We will update our post right after the end of and let the world know how awesome you are. Now, the moment of truth. Here are our winners. So let me start with Nicholas Ramis. Congratulations, Nicholas. So you will be included in the TFOS book shoutout, and you will also be featured in the Festival of Storytellers website as part of our top picks. Another winner we have Denise James. Congratulations, Denise. Again, you will also be included in the Festival of Storytellers book shoutout, and you will be featured in the website as our top pick. And for our grand winner, let's give a hand for Sheldon Crocker. So, congratulations, Sheldon. So, just like our previous winners, you will also have a book shout out on the Festival of Storytellers. You will be featured on the website as well as our top featured author, and your caption will be used in our photo for the Festival of Storytellers as well. So, all right, congratulations to the winners. See you all on the Festival of Storytellers, you storytellers. This has been Revan, and I believe that your ink doesn't run dry. Go tell your story. And as we say it here in Reader's Magnet, we share your stories with the world. Stay awesome. Bye.